Kelly Mahler here, occupational therapist, and the topic I want to talk about is inspiring a little bit of silliness and fun in me. And I want to talk about the topic of play, specifically something called playful learning. And this playful learning concept is so important to interoception growth, and it can play a big role in many of our interoception journeys. So, first, what is this thing we call playful learning? It is a little bit different than traditionally defined play, where traditional play is completely 100% learner directed. They are exploring and seeking out activities that are meaningful to them. They are engaging in those activities in a way that's meaningful to their experience, to their neurology. And there's really not a lot of structure to that play. There's very limited defined goals to that play. And in contrast, playful learning does have a little bit more structure, does have a little bit more of an end goal to it. In the case of this blog, it is all about learning about your own interoceptive experience. And so this concept of playful learning, it's really still focused on bringing joy and fun, but it does have that end goal of connecting to yourself, of learning about your own body sensations, what they mean to you during this form of learning and play. And this concept of playful learning was first defined by Bergen back in 1988. I became familiar with this term a few weeks ago, but it really summarizes what I am as an OT, as a mom. I was raised in a household where my grandparents, they were all super playful, super silly people. And we played lots and lots of games and activities together. And my own household with my own children are no different. And then I went to school to become an OT, a pediatric OT. And that, our whole shtick is play, right? And using meaningful forms of play to help our clients to reach their own goals. And so this is deeply ingrained in me, to have fun, to provide meaningful learning opportunities for my clients. And that really is weaved throughout all of our interoception supports. And our newest resource is the Big Book of Interoception Games. And we have 53 interoception games in this book. They're all rooted in playful learning, and really helping to guide our clients in learning about their own inner experience. And so while we're providing a structure of a game, that structure is loose. It is intended to be very learner directed and to allow for a lot of choice, a lot of variations that make it more meaningful to that person. And we really want to inspire that wonder, that self-discovery, while that person is hopefully having a good time. So let's just talk about a few of the main tips that we highlight in our newest book. We have a lot of tips in there. I'll just summarize a few of our top ones for you in this blog. So first, know your learner. Play is different for all of us, which each of us find fun is different, right? For each one of us. Some of us might really enjoy highly structured play, and others of us might want to run away from structure. And we prefer more easygoing types of activities. Maybe some of us love to play in a group, and others could run away again from that concept of group play. So really know each of your learners and set up a process that is hopefully going to be as meaningful and fun as possible for them. So tip number 2 is to inspire inner reflection without expectation of response. And so within each of our 53 games, we have a ton of different interoception questions, interoception observations that you can use with the learner. These questions, these responses, these observations are intended to guide their inner reflection, but we don't need or require a response from them. It's really just about inspiring that inner wonder. And so we're inspiring that inner curiosity or inner wonder without expectation of a response. So tip number 3 is play together. These games are not intended to be done to the learner. They're intended to be done together with the learner. And I don't know about you, but I have learned a tremendous amount about my own interoceptive experience through the work that I've done with my clients. Playing together, doing our interoceptions, using interoception supports together with my clients has taught me a lot about myself and really surprising things about myself that have been so instrumental to my health and well-being. So play together, and who knows, maybe you will inspire wonder in yourself. And then tip number 4 is really examine your goal of the game or of the playful learning. So the goal is not to play the game according to the instructions that we wrote in the book. The goal of the game is, again, to help each learner connect to their bodies, to help them start noticing sensations, or maybe they're connecting sensations to the meaning, or they're working on that action phase again and working on changing the way that their body feels if they want to. So really thinking about the goal of the work and being loose and flexible, which I know can be really hard. It is hard for me sometimes, but really keep in mind, what is the goal of this? The goal is to help the learner to discover more about themselves, not to complete the game accurately or per instructions. You have my full permission to modify and vary each game to maximize the fun and learning of both you and your client. Until next time.